Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I did. I lied to you and I'm sorry. I have a story to share with you, but I must warn you, it is a doozy. It contains graphic depictions of bad weather, canceled events, broken dreams, Weezer. So please click off the video if you struggle with any of these topics. You see, my friends and I just wanted to put on a fun, all-ages event for our community with music, games, entertainment, activities, and just good, wholesome summer fun. But we were not prepared for the misery and heartache that lie in store. If you think you're ready, let's examine the tragedy that was Fasps Fest 2022. Also, yeah, the book is blank. I'm just reading the script off of my new Nintendo 3DS XL. Then let me take you back to the day it began, March 16th, 2022. Stoked by the innocent and naive rapport of four hopeful young friends, a mere ember of an idea billowed outwards into a bonfire of ambition and excitement. Let's have an outdoor festival with music from all of our bands. Yes, we have a few.
Can we do a fast show when summer starts? We call to a quote, festival, sort of thing.
Outdoors could be cool.
What could we call the event because it's not used fast?
Extravaganza.
Fasps Fest.
Private Johnny Summer Extravaganza.
Fun and safe fest.
We called the funniest and gags and shit.
Beheading.
Little did they know that this was the absolute peak of the event. Okay, let me explain something. We have a few bands between all of us. Fun and Safe Pirate Ship is the one that you're gonna see abbreviated as Fasps. It's the namesake for the festival, and it's just a cover band. However, Colby and I have our own original acts. Colby's original act is called Local Orange, and me and my brother's original act is called Skyrise. So yes, 3 separate bands, but they are all comprised of a combination of 4 of the same 5 people. And if you were forced to take discrete math like me, then you would know that there's only so many possible combinations of 4 out of 5 people. There's 5 coming, which means that myself, Colby, and Zach are in every single band. Was this festival just an opportunity for the same band to build themselves 3 times? Yes and no. Yes. So we started making preparations, including picking a venue, picking a date, and planning some fun activities, which I'll tell you about later. I mean, the venue was easy. We wanted a big open space that was outdoors and nearby, so we picked the clubhouse that was right in our neighborhood. It was within walking distance for most of us, and we'd played there before, albeit indoors, so it felt like a no-brainer. We met up with an event coordinator that works for the community and discussed our ideas for the event. We basically told her we wanted to have a wholesome, family-friendly event with live music, food, activities. We also said the Jonas Brothers would be showing up and it would generate a lot of revenue for the community. You call it gaslighting, I call it lying. But she seemed thrilled about the idea and we were just as elated. So with the event approved, all we had to do was pick a date. We initially decided on
July 9th, but thankfully we had a rain date set for next week, July 16th.
Perfect. We made the announcement, we invited people, we started hyping everyone up, we started practicing, we made promos. All we had to do was hope that it didn't rain.
Unfortunately, it did rain, so we had to start looking at this next date, July 16th.
So what was going through your mind when the first date got canceled?
Not much, kind of anguish, pain.
So, Chrissy, you were not able to make it to the first date, is that correct?
Yes.
How did that, affect you mentally?
I actually didn't get out of bed for 3 days. I was really depressed.
My brain was numb, to be honest. I think I kind of blocked out the events because of trauma. My washing machine's making a funny noise.
Okay.
What were your thoughts or emotions when this first date got canceled?
Absolutely. I was heartbroken. It really struck a chord with me knowing that I couldn't go to this earlier than I did.
That's okay. That's why we picked a rain date. Update the announcement, start prepping for the show. We have an extra week to practice. I mean, the odds of it raining twice in 1 year? Hi, this is Ben. Today is supposed to be the day of the festival. However, it appears that we have angered the gods. All signs point to us getting rained out. It's 2 o'clock right now. We're supposed to go set up in an hour, and we're supposed to go on at 6. In some sort of cosmically humorous way, the thunderstorms are supposed to begin
right at 6, not a little before 6, like while we're probably setting up. By all means, the weather station should just say, expect rain the second that Skyride plays their first chord. So at the risk of sounding a bit overdramatic, if we have to cancel a second time, there is a bridge that I'm going to jump on. Okay, chill with the gloom, Mr. Allan Poe. And by the way, please shave. Soon. Anyway, with it being still on technically, I said one last prayer to the rain god Atal-Ka and hopped in the shower. And would you imagine my surprise when I dried off, slapped clothes on my terrible body, and walked outside only to be getting showered upon again.
Your mom when...
So, safe to say, if putting on concerts was the 1928 election, then I was New York Governor Al Smith.
On the bright side, it's only getting heavier.
Yeah, so obviously, ain't shit happened today. Well, okay, let's not be pessimistic though. Why don't we check on Colby? Okay, ain't shit happened today. It's just a major bummer because we did a lot of prep for this gig. We have like activities planned out. We thought about it first like back in spring, and it's mid-July now, so we've been really looking forward to it. And honestly, we're thinking if we can't do it today, it's just not happening. How did you feel during the planning stages of the event?
Once again, there were a lot of waves. It was a very long planning stage, you know. I mean, the genesis of what you would call a Fast Fest is probably like early spring. So this has been several months, or has been several months in the making.
I mean, I'm going all out for this gig. I put on deodorant.
That's 2 dates in a row that got rained out. It certainly seems like there's no way the show can go on. So, is this the end of the story? Will our heroes cut their losses and give up on this event and live to play another day? No! Yeah, we gave up, and then I just made a documentary about how we tried to play a gig and then we didn't play the gig. You're a smart one. Okay, initially, yes, we tucked our funny little pirate tails between our funny little pirate legs. We posted a cancellation on our story, but there was an avenue that we weren't exploring.
We just made an announcement canceling the show, and then we immediately deleted the announcement. We're gonna make some last minute, desperate, last resort phone calls.
My dad had the thought to contact a bar and grill that wasn't too far from us, that we happened to know had a large event hall that one can rent Beefalo Bob's.
Well, here's the moment of truth. So my brother's upstairs talking to our sneaky link. That's not the right. He's talking to whoever our last resort is, an indoor location, place with a roof. Rain is weak to roof type attacks, as you know. I'm hearing optimistic things. Maybe I'm schizophrenic.
All right, thank you so much. Bye.
The lady from Beefalo Bob's said, if we want Beefalo Bob's tonight, it's ours.
Yes!
Major news, come out. We are starting in 30 minutes. We are at Beefalo Bob's.
We had done it. After all the heartache and failed attempts to put this thing together, we were finally doing it. It was nothing like we pictured, but with some friends, family, games, good food, and most importantly, music, it was everything we wanted.
Where's Skyride?
Here are the silly little activities we had planned. Let's start with my favorite, pin the firefighter hat on Tyler. Basically, you go up and pin the hat on Tyler, and when you win, we give you this epic little card. But it has a number on the back, and at the end of the show, we raffled off a giant version to the lucky winner. The winner, of course, is me. It's right next to my bed, and it whispers terrible things to me at night. We also had this awesome little photo op, a pirate-themed cutout of the band for people to put their heads through and take some pics made by our friend Katie. Thanks, Katie. I set up a Dropbox for people to submit their pictures via QR code, and here are the 3 that we got. Thanks, Grace, for carrying that. And not much of an activity, but we sold these amazing shirts designed by our friend Brody.
Which you can still buy if you DM our Instagram account @FastBand.
We commissioned you as the designer for the Fasps shirts, so tell me about your thought process making them.
Absolutely. I couldn't have more fun if I wanted to create this design. I wanted to create something that encapsulates fun and safe pirate ship. And what better than a fun and safe pirate ship? This was done digitally. It was done using a couple different Procreate brushes that encapsulated some of the retro style that I was going for with this. Something that was really fun and safe. These t-shirts are so premium and they feel really good.
So there you have it, a storybook ending. What started as just a silly little idea that we were really banking on ended up being quite a tumultuous journey, but one that I'm glad we undertook. I think we're all just stoked that we got to do it, and it's really fulfilling to put something together from scratch, just you and your friends. Thanks for joining me on the Fun and Safe Pirate Ship Festival 2022 documentary. I'm gonna go make a quesadilla. Let me know if you want some. Goodbye.
Were you satisfied with how Fast Fest turned out, despite all the obstacles we faced? Were you satisfied with the turnout?
I couldn't have been more satisfied if I wanted to at Fast Fest. I got to eat some good food at Beefalo Wilds, and I enjoyed myself the entire time listening to all the bands perform, and the powerhouse groups that formed during this were dynamic.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming.
This video is sponsored by nothing. Here are our socials if you want to check us out. We've got some exciting stuff coming. Local Orange is in the studio working on a single. That's really cool. Skyride has an EP out. It's called the Nostalgia Burn EP. There's 5 songs on it. We released it in June. It's on all major streaming services if you want to check that out. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to everyone who came as well. This mic is not actually connected to anything. I've lied to you a lot in this video and I'm very sorry. Yeah, that's about it. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. You got to know when to hold on. Know when to